Hey guys, it's Scott with the Davidson Realty Team, Real Estate Made Easy. Listen, I was just doing some research and I wanted to give you some information I thought was really cool. In 2019, there's obviously a shift in the market. I don't know if you guys felt it, but the official numbers actually changed this last summer, probably about July or August. And one of the things we saw was we were just killing it through the spring and sales were going up, prices were going up, everything was going up. And then all of a sudden, normally summer's like the peak, and this year was a little different, and we felt a little bit of almost like a lull. And we were trying to figure out what that was, and you can be in the middle of it and still kind of scratch your head and go, what's going on? Well, as you get about 4 or 5 months out of it, you can go back and look at the actual trends by historical data and find out what's going on. And what we did see is there is a shift in the market starting. It's the end of a cycle, which is normal. On the news, you're starting to hear things about a shift or a recession and all that stuff. Don't be scared with all that stuff. What I want you to hear is the word shift. A shift is really what we're shifting from is a seller's market, and we're shifting to a normal market, a very balanced market. So where before we were at 2 to 3 months inventory, we're about 4.4 right now, give or take, 4.4 months inventory. So it's shifting back towards a 6-month balanced inventory, and that's actually overall a very good thing. What happened though is you can feel it as a seller. Your house isn't selling in 2 days with multiple offers anymore. Now it might take a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks, and you might just get one offer. So that's the kind of stuff we're starting to feel. It's not necessarily a change in the pricing, but it is a change in how fast things are happening. So inventory has gone up a little bit, and the number of sales potentially has come down a little bit because a lot of buyers are starting to kind of back off a little bit. Interest rates have increased, and the buyers are starting to look at it and say, I don't know, if we're still going to buy, or maybe we don't qualify for what we qualified for last year. So I wanted to kind of show you a couple different things that I discovered. So check this out. This is really cool. So chief economist from the Mortgage Bankers Association, his name is Michael Fratantoni. He said, I expect that home sales growth will pick up again over the course of the next year, even with somewhat higher mortgage rates. But the pace of home price growth will likely slow. I think this is a welcome change and in line with our forecast. And what he's kind of talking about is like last year in California, for example, they had an increase of values by like 5.8% overall. And then this year was like maybe 4%. So that kind of an item, it's a 30% difference. And the way the news media spins it is they say home sales are down 30% or appreciation is down 30%. And what they're trying to do is glamorize the negative. But the fact is 4% appreciation is still fantastic. It's just not as high as it was last year. So it's not going down by any stretch. So here's another example right here. On home sales, 2017, 2018 projected, and this was done towards the end of the year, what they expected the final year to end up at, and then 2019's projections. What you see here just is a normal trend, and this is between the Mortgage Bankers Association, National Association of Realtors, Freddie Mac, and Fannie Mae, which are the secondary markets. You can see right there, the gray column is 2017, and the sales were great. Then 2018 is exactly what we thought we felt this year. A little bit of a decrease in the number of home sales. And what they're projecting, you can see consistently, is that next year's home sales will go up. And with MBA and NAR, they're actually Freddie Mac too, they're actually expecting more sales than 2017. Fannie Mae's the only one that actually just expects it to go up, but not necessarily to 2017's numbers. But overall, you can see a great indication that the projections are the home sales will go right back up in 2019. So that's fantastic news. So definitely don't be scared by what you're hearing on the news. So here we see projected home price percentage appreciation going forward. The projections, again, by 6 different groups have shown that in 2018 we had a certain appreciation, and all they're saying in 2019, and some of them have even projected into 2020 and further, that basically it's just going to slow on how fast we're appreciating, but by no means is it flattening out or even going down. So this is really great news, and if you got 6 parties all agreeing on one thing, that's like your family members all agreeing where to go eat together, right? So lastly, a home survey by the National Association of Realtors was done, and they said in the third quarter of 2018, 77% of people believe that now is a good time to sell a home, which is the highest percent recorded since the collection started in 2015. This is over a 10% point increase from 63% in quarter 3 of 2016. And I think a lot of people are realizing that in the last couple of years we've increased in value enough that a lot of the sellers that didn't have any equity or didn't have enough equity to actually sell back in 15, 16, and 17 now finally have enough equity to get out and actually walk away with $1. So that being said, this is a fantastic time to sell your house. So look, with all that information, it's a lot of great information. Hopefully you think it is too. I think it's very encouraging because we're seeing that it's not flattening out, it's not going down. The news is saying one thing, forget the news. The reality is you've got lots of organizations saying we're going to be okay. We're just, instead of going like this, we're going like this. And that's all good though, because we want it to go back to normal appreciations, really 2 to 4% normal appreciation. That's scalable, and it's also something we can, look, if it keeps going up at 7% a year, our kids will never afford a house. It's just as simple as that. So it's got to be a healthy appreciation, and I think that's what we're going to see in 2019. So that's super encouraging. Great time to sell. If you have any questions, make sure you give me a call, and I'll be happy to walk you through that or help you with anything you guys might be going through. So I hope the real estate was made easy by me, Scott Davidson. Give me a call.